Kids in the Hamilton County School District received their grade reports on Friday. And while that may reflect positively on some students, the National Assessment of Educational Progress report card released Monday says differently. But J.C. Bowman with the Professional Educators of Tennessee says it doesn't truly represent the state.
I never got real excited when it did well or when we did poorly on it. I never really considered because it's a snapshot. And so you're making a whole assessment based upon a sampling.
A majority of the states saw mathematics and reading scores decline between 2019 and 2022 for 4th and 8th graders. In Tennessee, data from the National Assessment shows that only 36% of tested 4th grade students and 24% of 8th grade students scored as proficient in mathematics, while 30% of tested 4th grade students and 28% of 8th grade students scored as proficient in reading. And there's one common factor that everyone agrees impacted education.
It doesn't take a lot of people to understand that we've just gone through a global pandemic that's affected everybody.
Educators such as Kendra Young say it all comes back to the standards taking a step back at the beginning of the pandemic.
When we stopped school, when we pressed pause, we were not worried about standards. We were not worried about learning. No one was talking about reading scores. Everyone was talking about students going hungry. Students not getting their insulin shots during the day because no one would be home to give them to them. We were worried about students being abused.
Young says that the test is not an accurate way to understand what our students are gaining in the classroom.
The test itself is flawed, so any data you look at from that test is also flawed. So this is the opportunity I'm talking about. We can step back, let's look at our standards again, see what we really think is appropriate.
And like any assessment, this leaves room for students in Tennessee to grow in the classroom, whether that's through parent involvement or resources like summer school.
I think you're going to see learning becoming more of a year-round activity with certain times off. But I think you're going to see schools moving to more and more classes to help kids from falling through the cracks.
I want the permanent subs to understand what they have at stake.
Back in September, we told you the company that places Hamilton County substitutes, ESS, has a contract up for renewal this year. And with rising inflation, permanent substitute teachers like Cindy Teppenpaugh say conversation about who gets a bonus is imperative.
Permanent subs are required to work 5 days a week. If we miss one day, we do not get the bonus. It's a $200 bonus.
Cindy says that regular subs, or subs that bounce from school to school, are only required to work 3 days a week to receive their full bonus.
I just want the county and for ESS to make some changes so that the bonus scale is more equitable.
Chief Talent Officer for Hamilton County Schools, Zach Brown, broke down the pay rate for permanent substitutes versus regular substitutes.
A non-degreed full-day sub is $59.97. A degreed full-day sub is $73.50. And then we pay our perm subs, our system-wide subs, a daily rate, pay rate of $88.21.
Brown says there is a method behind the current bonus structure.
It was all about trying to encourage our subs to pick up more jobs because we want to make sure our classrooms are filled.
Let's break this down. Regular substitutes that are only required to work 3 days a week can earn up to $40 a day. If they work 5 days a week, they can earn that full $200 bonus. Permanent substitutes are required to work 5 days a week, and if they miss one day, they don't get the bonus at all.
Why put the 5-day restriction on us and not put it on the regular subs?
School board member Jill Black said in a statement, "I am committed to fair and competitive wages at all levels of Hamilton County schools. Our talent team is currently reviewing the substitute bonus structure and will be making recommendations at the end of the quarter. I plan to address the inequity of substitute bonuses during the contract phase of the next budget cycle if we are unable to address it before that time." It was a long day for Hamilton County commissioners that ended with them essentially reversing County Mayor Wamp's decision to not reappoint County Attorney Ruben Taylor. Now, commissioners are criticizing the way the mayor's office handled the situation.
This is dealing with the integrity of this commission and of our county government.
A big change could happen in the county attorney's office.
And this commission chose Mr. Taylor to be our counsel, and it's
completely inappropriate for someone to come and fire our employee.
Hamilton County Mayor Weston Wamp told County Attorney Reuben Taylor on Friday that he would not be reappointed.
So I'm not going to go down there and prevent him from walking in the county attorney's office. I've got other things to do, but he doesn't have access to email. He doesn't have a county phone. He's not on the payroll.
Wamp's office says there were concerns about Taylor's private legal work, concerns about breach of attorney-client privilege in their office, and previous admissions that Taylor destroyed documents regarding records requests.
He was taking referrals from in the building, directly from probate court. He not only didn't deny it, he defended it. And that's one of those times where, you know, as a new county mayor, I'm sitting there hearing things that I know the public would not be comfortable with.
But today, the commission passed several resolutions that reaffirmed Taylor's contract.
Today, we did a number of things to reinstate the fact that we control the buildings, that he's our attorney, that we have a contract with him, and that all the contracts that we have should remain in place.
So where does this decision go from here? It seems unclear.
Well, he's not an employee of Hamilton County government.
We'll make sure that he has access to his computers. He has all his files on there. So it's very important for him to be able to continue to work for us.